Hey guys, so today I'm finally going to do a tour of our doll room. We're in the middle of several projects, but it's the end of the year and I just wanted you guys to see our current progress. We're in what is the size of a one-car garage, so I'm going to do a tour going all the way around the garage because we've lined all four walls with shelving and we've used the 18-inch doll houses like you see over here made for American Girl dolls to line most of the walls, and that holds our collection. And in each box of the dollhouse, we've created a vignette, and that's what we're calling our doll town. And our doll town also includes different scales of dollhouses. Like on this side, we have the mini rooms for the American Girl dolls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the entrance, and I'm going to walk all the way around and show you our collection. And then I'm going to show you our center island. We have two large industrial tables that was from a store that went out of business. These huge work surfaces, we put them side by side at an angle. One of the table holds all eating related playhouses created by American Girl and other doll companies. We have Grace's Bakery, we have Leah's Fruit Stand, we have Kanani's Shaved Ice Stand. So we've created like an outdoor giant restaurant area for our dolls. And on the other side, we have our work surface where the girls and I do our projects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the entrance. We're going to walk right in, walk around the room, and then I'll give you a tour of the doll room. So I just walked in from this doorway that I've covered with a My Little Pony curtain because I like it and I like to see it. To the right of that doorway, we have this another American Girl size dollhouse. The top has the Real Akuma collection, and we've placed furniture in each of these rooms. And then we're going to go back and put details. We just want to know what will fit in each room and give each room a theme. And then we're going to work through and flesh it out and put a lot more detail. I will do a video on each of these rooms as we put them together, but let me show you what we're starting out with. This is a little studio apartment over here. This is a dance studio. This is a Victorian bedroom, probably for a gentleman. I don't know, those are men's shoes over there, BJD shoes. And this is a Victorian bedroom. And down here, you guys have seen this before. Sorry, it's a little dark. This is Kylo's room. I've been able to find a stove that works for him, and this is an American Girl doll refrigerator. So there's still a lot of work to do in here. I'm probably going to paint the refrigerator to match the stove. But he has his little sister visiting him. I don't know. I figured that he's like away at college or something, and this is his studio apartment. And this is my twin doll over there. So now let's come out and take a step back, and we keep walking around. I have 3 crates here. These crates basically just hold our excess furniture, and they might become vignettes. I'm not sure yet for our different size dolls, the smaller size. Now we have another crate, and Ashley is in here in her pajamas, and this is just also a holding area for props that we plan to use, and it might be a vignette as well. I found this door, and it is actually a photo album. I just love it, so I'm going to use it somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it fits the holiday theme. And above here, we have one of the American Girl chalets. We got this one for $25 in Boston. We started looking for these once we got into the Welly Wishers. And then up here is our Maui collection. We have really high ceilings, so we pile things really high. And I collect little chests of drawers, and that's what you see there. And just going to go up and down the sides of the wall so you guys can see what we have. And this is another ski chalet, American Girl, that we've had from a while ago, the girls and I. And now at the bottom here, we have all these American Girl mini rooms. I have been collecting these for years. I remember getting my first one in, I think when they first came out. But I've just been collecting them and buying them on eBay and Mercari whenever I can find them. And I'm going to move along. This is something I just got in the last couple of days. One of my clients is moving, and he brought this country store to me. And he said he's had it in storage. He just wanted me to have it because he didn't want to toss it. I'm like, thank you, I'll take it. And that's why we put it in front of this doll room. This is another dollhouse room that I traded for with a friend. And over here is our makeshift fairy garden with just some little dolls that we've got. And now over here is our 1/12 scale dollhouse. I've shown you guys that before. We traded for that as well. And this is our dollhouse church. And inside is a wedding couple. I collect these wedding cake toppers. And this one had the bridesmaid. I've never seen that. So I put a protective sleeve over it just to protect it. And let me show you what's in the back wall. We have some high shelves going on back here. And we have extra craft supplies. We have some horses that I collect. And behind the horses are my equestrian ribbons. I ride horseback and I ride English, and I've done competitions, and I've won only, let me show you. These are the ribbons that I won, just these three. These are all vintage equestrian ribbons that I've collected in my travels. So no, I did not win those. I've only won 3 in my life. And this is my spool collection, a horse. And this is a doll that I make. I make these folk art little dolls, and I do a couple of shows in Nantucket. So she just sits here if I'm working on her. And this is my pile of plush with a child mannequin I got on eBay. And the mini rooms end here. And we have bins of craft supplies, scrapbooking paper, and things like that. So I'm going to keep walking around the room. Above are glass flowers that I've collected vintage. This like little folk art wall hanging that I traded for. And then the Monster High. This is our bookshelf of Monster High dolls. The girls play here a lot. The dolls are disheveled. Sometimes they fall off the shelves. We have some projects going. We don't mind. These are to play with and to display, and we love them. And I forgot to show you, this is an Isana Walker doll that I got on Facebook. This is a leather teddy bear. I don't know why, but I like him. Let's just keep going around. This is a really tight fit here, but this is our paint collection. And I buy paint whenever it goes on sale, and we color coordinate it. Now, my girls have been known to come in here, grab some paint, bring it to their rooms, and do their projects. So this is everything for our family to use when they have projects going. I'm going to go across the table to take a better picture so you guys can see what's going on this side. Because it was such a tight fit, I'm filming from across the table, and these are all the tools that we use for the projects that we do. And next to the tools, these are the Briar Horse collection. It goes really high, and I'm thankful for the high ceilings in here. Things are packed in tight, just the way we like them. I like to look at everything that I've collected. And this is our Bratz collection. This is a collection that we just keep squeezing Bratz dolls in here. We love them, and we're just going to keep buying them, collecting them. And whenever I see a Bratz fall over, I like to fix it up. But anyway, so we have some more Bratz down here. And at the very bottom, we have projects going. This is where we hold it. And next to the Bratz, we have these shelving here. This holds our Blythe dolls. They're in here with some other dolls. And we're always working on these guys, and then displaying them here as we work. And these are dolls that you've seen me do box openings for. This is more of our collection. They're packed in tight there. And above, we have more of our collection. And these are some bigger dolls back there. There's more Corita Kids way in the back. I just love these dolls. And we do bring them down occasionally, but I just like to look at them. And so now I'm going to continue walking around. So there's the corner of that other bookshelf, and it goes really high. So now I'm going to continue walking across. So this is the only reborn we have. I couldn't resist it. It was like $20 on Mercari, and it was a TLC project that I repaired. And this is our American Girl size dollhouse that holds our collection. I always put plush at the very top because I just like to look at them. So this is our current doll collection. I'm going to pan up and down, and you guys can see our current collection. All the dolls that we've bought throughout the year, we've put here. most of them, I think. So these are the dolls that we have. And now I'm going to show you, this is our BJD collection. Most of the dolls on this side of the room are American Girl or vinyl dolls. And this dollhouse here, this giant dollhouse, holds mostly my BJDs. And here they are over here. I just love this collection. And I'm constantly trying to figure out clothes for them, and then I put them back because I really like this display now. It wasn't what I intended to do with this giant dollhouse. I didn't intend to do this. I intended this to be part of the doll town, but the way it's working out, I like to have them here, and then I'll bring them over to the doll town, and then I bring them back. And I'm always looking for clothes, so I just found this dress, and I'm trying to figure out who's going to wear that. So now we've walked across. Now I'm going to show you below. Now we have two 5-foot tables, and underneath the table we have a little village going with the Annette Hempstead dolls over here, Bitty Baby. This is my son's doll. It's an American boy that I've made from a Our Generation doll. He's wearing his fatigues. He's front of the Our Generation ice cream truck. And this is the Corita Kid doll that we got. You guys saw me do the box opening for that. I'm going to go over here and show you more. So filming from this angle, we've removed all the food because the girls and I are trying to figure out what to do in this area because we want this to be a little camping village. It might not be a food truck. We're still considering that. So let's just keep going. Okay, and these are the Corita Kids and the My Twin 18-inch doll that you guys saw before. Behind them is Lainey's camper that my husband picked up for $40. Next to it is the camper that we've had. So I put the chairs and table back so you guys can see how we use this area. This is basically a camper park where the dolls that live in these campers can share the outdoor area together. So that's our little theme for underneath the table. So now I'm going to go to the lower level of the dollhouse. And this is the kitchen that we're redoing. The girls have their American Girl pieces now in here. And so the kitchen for the cafe has changed a little bit. We have to put things on the wall, put all the food back in. Then this kitchen should be done. There's not too much to do, but there's still stuff to do. And next to it, we have Tyson's Ice Cream Parlor. We added that as our counter for our cafe. We got it as a TLC project again. If you don't look too closely, it looks pretty good. So this is the cafe, which you guys have seen before. And so I'm going to continue walking around so you guys can see what we have. So this is that side of that dollhouse. And we switched out a little bit of this outdoor area. So let me start at the top here. We have Rilakkuma in the space between the bookcase and the back of the dollhouse. We have my Rilakkuma hanging pouch. We have some chairs that we use on and off, my Kewpie. I used to collect Kewpie a lot when I was little. And this big cabinet here, we got it from IKEA, the TLC section of IKEA, and it is huge. It's a bookcase with cupboards. There were doors here that I took off, and this is where I stored the Bratz big babies. The overflow goes down here. So we have that little space, and over here is another little dollhouse. I'm not sure what little figures we're going to put in here, but we'll find something to put in there because this fit just between that sliver. And this brings us to Julie's Volkswagen that the pets are living in. So now let's look at this, another American Girl size dollhouse. And we can start at the top. This is my Hello Kitty collection. And we have this Scandinavian cupboard here. So this is another room, but let me show you. I closed this cupboard. I'm just going to close the cupboard door. We have this room that we're working in. These dollhouses have uneven flooring, and I'm going to work on that. This room, we're going to unify these two pieces, this cupboard and the fireplace. We're going to make them match. So we do have work to do in here. I'm not sure I like the purple walls. We might switch out one wall, do an accent wall. This is our salon. This is a Victorian living room, sitting room. This is our laundry down here. This is the garage with a cart in it, which looks like Kit's cart, but it isn't. Now we're back to where we started, at the doorway. So now I'm going to show you the center island. So when you first walk in, this is what you see. We have an American Girl nightstand there, and we're going to walk past the bakery so I can show you this side first. This is our giant work surface that I mentioned before. We got it from a store that went out of business, and I covered it with vinyl. Underneath it, the business was using it as shelving for their inventory, but I turned it into another vignette room. My girls have these big bunk beds for 18-inch dolls. This is a My Twin doll dresser, and it looks really good in here. So now this is one room for a doll, and here's the matching bunk bed for the other girl. We created this other doll room in here. So that's what's below our work surface. And this is a chair that you guys remember me buying from somebody on Facebook. And like I mentioned, the tables are on these big heavy wheels. This is a cupboard that I got at a flea market, and inside holds wallpaper samples and our plastic gloves. I use a lot of gloves when I do projects. Okay, so now let's go above the work surface. We have this giant piece of butcher block that I got at an estate sale. And we did this in order to create a vintage diner, like the Seaside Diner, and put things of that era up here. So this is Mary Ellen's diner that my husband and son got when they went to the Midwest. We also put Molly's table and chairs over here because it seems to go in the same era. We love doll food. And I just literally got this Eiffel Tower in a trade. I just love it. It's behind Grace's Bakery here. No, that's what's on top of the table over here. Now I'm going to walk around and show you guys what you see when you look across on this side of the table. So this is our doll room. This is our collection that you see when you're on the other side, the paint side of the table. So I'm going to squeeze my way by. As you guys can see, it's a tight fit here. So behind our vintage diner, we have play pieces that all have to do with food on this second tabletop. Okay, I've squeezed my way through. We have Leah's fruit stand, and we have a bistro table here for more seating. We have Kanani's shaved ice stand over here, and we have Leah's rainforest house that I traded for, and I did a video on that. I've also done a video on the fruit stand. Now, what we have is this dollhouse from our generation, this 2-story dollhouse that we are turning into a 2-story restaurant. And we want to create a very big pastry shop. And that's what we're doing here, because I have just finished repairing Grace's Bakery. We bought this as a complete wreck. It is missing a ton of pieces. It's missing almost everything. We only have these 2 pieces in here. It was incredibly damaged, but I've repaired it. We love it. We moved this red bench from the cafe downstairs. It is going to be a big pastry shop because, like I mentioned, we love the doll food. This whole second tabletop is all food-related doll play pieces, and that's what we have here. And below that is the girls are playing here. This is our LOL, our Monster High girls over here, vinyl. And this is more rolls that I'm trying to figure out how to make a tree over here to cover all this wire. So I'm going to leave that for now before it falls apart. So that's basically it. That is the center of the second table. That's basically our doll room. We have a lot of little projects, and I'm going to film a video as I do each of the rooms because there's just so much detail that I want to put into each space. I'm not in a hurry, and if you guys will join me on my journey, I'm happy to have you along. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.